Do you sometimes feel a growing distance between you and your beloved grandchildren? Perhaps the visits are less frequent, the conversations shorter, or you sense a disconnect you can't quite pinpoint. It's a heart-wrenching feeling for any grandparent who cherishes that special bond. You pour your love, wisdom, and time into these precious relationships, only to feel them sometimes slipping through your fingers like sand. You might even start to wonder, is it something I did? Am I saying the wrong things? Am I no longer relevant in their fast-paced world? Let me reassure you right from the start. More often than not, it's not you. The world has changed dramatically, creating gaps between generations that can feel like vast canyons. Today, we're going to gently explore this sensitive topic. We'll delve into the common reasons why grandchildren might seem distant, looking beyond blame and focusing on understanding the different worlds you both inhabit. More importantly, we'll share practical, heartfelt strategies to help you bridge that divide, strengthen your connection, and navigate these changing dynamics after 60. Don't let feelings of hurt or confusion fester. Stay with us as we uncover the complexities of the generational gap and offer hope and guidance for nurturing that irreplaceable grandparent grandchild bond. This conversation is about building bridges, not walls. Let's begin this journey of understanding together. One of the most significant factors contributing to the perceived distance is the vast difference in communication styles between generations. It often feels like you're speaking different languages, even when using the same words. Grandparents might prefer face-to-face conversations or long phone calls, valuing deep, uninterrupted dialogue. Younger generations, however, have grown up in a world saturated with instant messaging, social media updates, emojis, and short-form video. Their communication is often faster, more fragmented, and heavily reliant on digital platforms. A quick text message or a like on a social media post might be their way of showing they care, which can feel insufficient or impersonal to a grandparent expecting a longer chat. They might seem glued to their phones during visits, not out of disrespect, but because their social world largely exists within that device. This isn't necessarily rudeness, it's their norm. Understanding this difference is crucial. Trying to force your communication style onto them or constantly criticizing theirs can inadvertently push them further away. Instead, acknowledging that their way of connecting is different, though perhaps not ideal in your view, is the first step. We need to learn a little of their language, perhaps by embracing texting or even understanding the basics of the social media they use, while also gently guiding them towards appreciating the value of undivided attention during face-to-face interactions. It requires patience and a willingness to meet them halfway in this communication chasm. Closely linked to communication styles is the technology gap. While many seniors are becoming increasingly tech-savvy, there's often still a significant difference in how generations integrate technology into their lives. For grandchildren, technology isn't just a tool, it's an extension of their reality. Their friendships, entertainment, information sources, and even learning often happen online. They navigate complex apps, online games, and social platforms with an ease that can seem bewildering. This digital immersion means their interests, jokes, cultural references, and even their understanding of the world might be heavily influenced by online trends that grandparents are completely unaware of. When you don't understand their digital world, it's hard to connect with a large part of their world. They might try to share something they find funny or interesting online, only to be met with confusion or disinterest, which can discourage them from sharing in the future. Conversely, grandparents might feel frustrated trying to connect through technology they find difficult or overwhelming. Bridging this gap doesn't mean you need to become a tech expert overnight. It means showing genuine interest, even if you don't fully understand. Ask them to show you their favorite app or game. Listen patiently when they talk about online trends. Perhaps even ask them to teach you a basic skill, like video calling. Showing willingness to enter their digital world, even as a curious visitor, signals that you care about what matters to them, fostering connection rather than highlighting the differences. Another significant factor is the sheer busyness of modern life, especially for teenagers and young adults. Their lives are often packed with school or university demands, homework, extracurricular activities, part time jobs, burgeoning social lives, and the pressure to figure out their future. Their time feels incredibly scarce, and they are constantly juggling multiple commitments. While spending time with grandparents is likely important to them deep down, it might not always make it to the top of their packed schedules, especially when compared to immediate deadlines or peer group activities that feel more urgent in the moment. This isn't necessarily a reflection of their love for you. It's often a symptom of the high pressure, fast paced world they inhabit. Their priorities are naturally focused on navigating adolescence or young adulthood, building friendships, exploring independence, academic or career development. It can feel hurtful when visits are canceled or cut short, but try to see it from their perspective. Their world revolves around different pressures and milestones than yours currently does. Understanding this doesn't mean accepting neglect, but it does mean adjusting expectations. Perhaps shorter, more frequent visits work better than long, infrequent ones. Maybe connecting through quick texts or shared online activities can supplement less frequent face to face time. Flexibility and understanding the demands on their time are key to avoiding feelings of rejection and maintaining the connection amidst their busy lives. Generational gaps often involve differing values and perspectives on various life issues, which can sometimes create friction or distance. Each generation is shaped by the unique historical events, cultural norms, and societal changes they experience. Grandparents might hold more traditional views on topics like career paths, relationships, politics, or social issues, shaped by their own upbringing and life experiences. Grandchildren, growing up in a rapidly changing, more globally connected, and often more progressive world, may hold very different beliefs and values. They might challenge traditions, question authority, or embrace lifestyles that seem unconventional or even concerning to their grandparents. These differences can lead to misunderstandings, judgment, perceived or real, and uncomfortable conversations, causing both parties to withdraw to avoid conflict. A grandparent's well intentioned advice, based on their own life experience, might be perceived as criticism or a lack of understanding by a grandchild navigating a different reality. Similarly, a grandchild's passionate advocacy for a cause might seem naive or disrespectful to a grandparent. Bridging this gap requires mutual respect and a willingness to listen without judgment. Focus on understanding why they hold certain views, rather than trying to change them. Seek common ground, focus on shared core values like kindness or family, and agree to disagree respectfully on topics where you diverge significantly. Creating a safe space for open dialogue, where different perspectives are acknowledged, is more important than winning an argument. Understanding the reasons for the gap is the first step. Actively bridging it requires intentional effort. Here are some practical strategies. Firstly, show genuine interest in their world. Ask open ended questions about their friends, hobbies, school, favorite music, or online activities, and truly listen to the answers without interrupting or judging. Remember details they share and ask follow up questions later. Secondly, find common ground. What activities do you both enjoy? Maybe it's cooking together, playing a board game, watching a specific type of movie, gardening, attending a sporting event, or working on a simple craft. Focus on shared activities that create positive memories. Thirdly, Embrace their communication methods to some extent. Learn to send a simple text or emoji. Comment occasionally on their appropriate social media posts if you're comfortable, or schedule regular short video calls. Fourthly, share your own stories and wisdom, but do it engagingly, not lecture style. Tell them about your own youth, challenges you faced, funny anecdotes. Stories connect people across generations. Fifthly, respect their independence and boundaries. As they grow older, they need space. Avoid being overly intrusive or demanding of their time. Let them know you're there for them without smothering them. Lastly, be the source of unconditional love and acceptance. Let them know that your love isn't dependent on them meeting your expectations. Create a haven where they feel safe, loved, and accepted for who they are. Ultimately, bridging the generational gap often requires the grandparent to be the primary architect of the bridge, armed with love and immense patience. It's easy to feel hurt or frustrated, to retreat into silence, or to become critical. However, remember the unique and powerful role you play in your grandchild's life. You are a link to their heritage, a source of family history, a provider of unconditional love, and potentially a calm harbor in their sometimes stormy young lives. Your wisdom, gained through decades of experience, is invaluable, even if they don't always seem receptive at the moment. Maintaining the connection requires you to often be the bigger person, to initiate contact, even if it's not always reciprocated immediately, to forgive misunderstandings, and to keep showing up with love. Patience is paramount. Building and rebuilding bridges takes time. There will be good days and challenging days. Focus on consistency rather than immediate results. Celebrate small victories, a shared laugh, a meaningful conversation, a simple text message exchange. Understand that their pulling away is often a normal part of growing up and finding their own identity rather than a personal rejection of you. Your steady, loving presence, even from a slight distance sometimes, provides an anchor they may appreciate more than they can express right now, and certainly more than you might realize. Your role is irreplaceable. Navigating the relationship with grandchildren in today's world presents unique challenges, but the potential rewards, love, connection, shared joy, and a lasting legacy, are immeasurable. We've explored the communication chasm, the technology gap, the pressures of their busy lives, and the differing worldviews that can contribute to feelings of distance. But we've also highlighted that this distance is often not a reflection of their love for you, but a product of the times we live in. Most importantly, we've discussed practical ways to bridge that divide, showing interest, finding common ground, adapting communication, sharing stories, respecting boundaries, and offering unconditional love and patience. Remember, it's not about erasing the differences, but about building bridges of understanding across them. The effort you invest in nurturing these relationships, even when it feels difficult, is profoundly valuable. Don't give up hope. Keep reaching out with love and an open heart. If this video offered some comfort or helpful ideas, please share it with other grandparents who might be experiencing similar feelings. Give it a thumbs up if you found it valuable, and subscribe for more content on navigating family relationships and aging gracefully. What strategy resonated most with you? Or do you have a successful tip for connecting with grandchildren? Please share your wisdom in the comments below. Your experience could help someone else. Thank you for joining us. Keep loving, keep connecting.